these mythical beings that are, like exist to make your life miserable, but if you trick them, you can get sex out of them, and like that's kind of it. Like,
yeah. Well, listen, man, it was a good little chat. I had a good time. I got some D&D stuff to go do. But,
good luck, buddy.
It was good talking to you, man.
Yeah, I love you. Have fun. Stay safe. Be careful. Okay.
Yes, let's do well in the new year. Make some money.
Real quick, just a quick kind of yes or no. Have you followed any of this Kai Cenat stuff?
Recently?
Yeah.
Just new shit?
Yeah, about apparently his friend raped a girl upstairs in his room during a New Year's party, and when the girl tried to contact him about it, he went like absolutely like radio silent, and eventually after like a week she went to Twitter on it, and now he's like, well, my lawyers told me I couldn't talk, and that's why I pretended not to know who it was, and blah blah blah. But okay, I don't know, I was just curious if you'd seen any of it. But
yeah, no, I'm not going to speak on that because it's a pretty serious thing. But
yeah, sure thing. Oh, also congratulations on Buddy of the Year.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. There's a picture of a girl in a hospital.
Yeah, she went like next day, like got a rape kit.
Yeah, you got a rape kit?
Yeah, it wasn't like one of those. This sounds so bad to say, but it wasn't one of those like shitty rapes where it's like, oh, we got drunk and it was like she was drunk out of her mind. She went upstairs. Kai told her it was like, oh, it's safe to go sleep up there. That's fine. She went upstairs, passed on her bed, woke up. Some guy was like fucking her. She was like, stop, and he like kept going. She was like bleeding. It was like fucked. And like afterwards, she's like crying. She went to like the police station and like did like a rape kit and everything. It was like it was fucked. It was like not like a.
Well, hey, listen, if what she's saying is true, at least she got a rape kit, so you know. At least it makes it much more credible, even the public size. But yeah, if what she's saying is true, then I hope it gets sorted. As far as Kai goes, I don't really know what to say. If it's not him doing it, it's someone at his party. Like, unless he's doing a cover up, I don't really know how that's.
Yeah, well, the cover up is what the people are kind of worried about right now, basically. Yeah.
What cover up? What cover up could he have done? I'm confused. He didn't respond to her.
So, fuck. I haven't.
Okay, if my understanding is correct, okay, let me say this right now. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. But if what you're saying sounds accurate, which is he didn't respond.
Well, basically what happened was she was trying to find out who raped her. So she messaged him being like, hey, do you know this guy? And then I think he said like, it was like, who's this? And she's like, do you know him? And he like didn't respond. And because she was trying to find out who it was, and he was like really dodgy and evasive about it. And then eventually she found out, she sent him a picture, and he's like, oh, like this guy? And then he stopped responding again, and then eventually was like, "Oh, well, my lawyers told me not to respond or whatever."
Okay, then I'm fine with what Kai did. I don't have an issue with it.
Ooh, I'm not telling who it was.
I don't think he has a responsibility to be engaged. He doesn't know the details. He doesn't know how accurate what she says. He doesn't know what her intentions are. He doesn't have any reason to be able to help her with this whole process. That's not his job. Unless he knows all the details and knows everything, that's not what he's supposed to do. Now, if he was actively covering up, that's different. But he doesn't have to participate, in my opinion. If he's saying, I don't want to be involved in this legally, I'm fine with that.
I guess I would kind of I would almost agree with you, but I think the issue is that if somebody got raped at my house... I feel like I would be going out of my way to help them figure out what the fuck happened. If this was like at a random party somewhere, then maybe. But like if this is happening upstairs in a room that I told you was safe, like, oh, you can go upstairs to like my room and sleep and you'll be safe. You're fine. You're totally good there. And then somebody gets raped up there. I feel like I would be trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
I think it's fine to want to go find out what happened and ask questions. I just wouldn't start dropping names to the woman in question if I don't. How well does he know her? How well does he know the guy? How well does he know the circumstances? I wouldn't just start talking to people. I would want to figure out what's happening before I started talking and replying to text messages, because later that could be used against me criminally. What if he gets sued in civil court as a result of maybe facilitating this thing? It might be a whole fucking L for him to start talking to her when it's not the right time. So if he wants to get involved in the police, that's not an issue. But I would not just start talking to the girl and just saying anything out my mouth if I don't know exactly what's happened.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of get on board with that, but
You could be potentially held liable. It's your home. You ran the party. I don't know. Like, is she somebody he hired to come do entertainment?
Well, no, he invited her over. But the problem is that, like, I feel like you should probably say, like, if you know who the person is and she's like sending you pictures and shit of it, and you're just like, or at the very least, like saying like, hey, listen, I don't want to comment or say anything. That could be okay. Like if you respond back like, listen, I'm not comfortable saying anything. Like, you know, I can direct you to this or whatever. You can figure it out. But I think that it was him going radio silence for like five. I think it was like 4 or 5 days. He didn't say shit. I think that was kind of the issue.
I mean, whether he tells her or not.
And then I think it also looks really bad because it ends up coming out that the guy that did rape her is a pretty close, or at least a childhood friend, I think, of the Kai guy. So now it looks like now it looks like you're being super shady, you know. But
anyways, for me personally, I think if he doesn't know her very well and he knows the guy and he wants to talk to the guy, he wants to figure out what's going on, he wants to get the details down before he's texting, I have no problem with it. I think you should figure that out. I just don't think it's legally intelligent to talk to the potential victim who can one day sue you in this whole thing involved. You don't know you don't know what's going to happen. So to me, it would be stupid to send texts that are in permanence to somebody when they could be used against you legally in the future. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can
Like,
understand what you're saying.
I'm thinking about it from that angle. I'm thinking about it like,
No, yeah, I can understand. I'm just thinking about it from the other angle where it's like if she did get raped and everything turned out that way, and it was your friend, and you sent her upstairs, and it all comes out, and then like you didn't say shit about it, it looks like you're playing defense for him hardcore. That's gonna look fucking horrible. But I mean, like, I guess you have to weigh your pros and cons. Yeah.
if it comes out that this guy was interfering with things, or he was telling him how to cover it up, or he found out that it's true and he's like that, throw the book at him. I don't care. But if it's just a matter of like she wants details from him, it's like, listen, go through the legal channels or go figure it out that way. But it's not my job to put myself at risk so that you can put this person behind or whatever it might be. Because I just wouldn't held myself liable like that. At least that's how I feel about it. I think when it comes to a lot of this stuff, the details are going to pretty much determine how I'm going to feel about it or what I think people should have done.
Sure.
Yeah. How do you feel about the whole thing before I leave?
I have to dig into it more today to figure out exactly, because for something like this, the details really do matter. Like what exactly was said, what exactly was people being evasive on. Like that's really important to me. So yeah.
Yeah. I like how everyone in the chat's like, take. It's like, you retards would probably do this and then get charged afterwards. And I'm fine with it. You guys can go do that. That's perfectly fine. And when you end up in prison or whatever it might be because you're held liable for whatever happened, then you're going to feel really stupid. Whenever these kinds of things happen, you shouldn't be talking to the police without your lawyer present. And you shouldn't be just talking to the people who are involved without legal consultation. If you do, you're literally just putting yourself in a bad position. But hey, y'all can do whatever you guys want.
Listen, hey, you still got Buddy of the Year 2022. Fuck him, okay?
Hey, man, listen, I already got my award. Whatever happens afterwards, I don't need it again. It's like getting 2 MVPs doesn't matter once you get your first one. You feel me? But, people saying stuff like ignore the victim. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, if there's a case that's potentially pending, you don't get yourself involved by talking to people. This is common knowledge. And so I think people think about what's right and not also what's legal. And those two things matter in these kind of circumstances. If somebody came to me and said, yo, Destiny did something. Do you know this person? You think I'm going to just start talking to that person? I'm going to hit up Destiny. I'm going to figure out what's going on. I'm not just going to start revealing. Would you, Destiny, would you start talking to the girl and just share everything?
Shit, I've already done that to you a few times. We might have to chat after this. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I know what you mean. Like, if somebody like, yo, do you know this guy? He raped me, and they show me like a picture of like Mr. Boone or whatever. Yeah, of course. They'd be like, let me dig around a little bit.
You start DMing the girl? Sure. Like,
but I will say, again, I think the thing that changes this though is that like, if somebody came to my house and I told them it was safe to go in a room, and then they get raped by somebody, and then they start pointing out like, yo, do you know this, blah, blah, like, I would be aggressively trying to figure out what happened. If for no other reason, because it's in my fucking house in my room, and I said you were safe. Yeah. Even beyond like beyond the moral personal responsibility, like, damn, I told you it was safe to go someplace, and I sent you into the fucking rape den, right? Yep. Legally, I'd be like, damn, like I had the kind of legal responsibility. You were here, and I sent you to some place, and you got fucking raped. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's something that changes it a bit for me. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll dig into the details later, and I'll find out how I feel about it.
Yeah. Do you did you see his stream or whatever? How was that?
I'm gonna be honest. I swear to God, okay. Listen, I don't hold any grudges. I don't have anything against Kai, okay? Yeah. So I don't want to sound like salty that we did shit in the past. I think he's kind of funny. Whatever. I don't care, okay? I'm not being. I swear to God, I'm not being honest, okay? I honest to God tried to turn it on and listen, and I listened for 10 minutes. It was the most frustrating stream I'd ever listened to in my life, and I shut it off. I couldn't after 10 minutes. I figured I'd get the recap later. It was 10 minutes like, okay, listen, guys, I don't do shit like this. Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened, okay? Listen up, guys, okay? You know I don't play this shit, okay? Listen, all right? Hold on, okay? Listen now. I'm going to tell you what happened, okay, guys? Listen up. I don't do this shit, okay? I don't do shit like this, okay? I don't play. I'm going to tell you what happened, okay? Listen. And I was like, dude, fucking say something. Fucking say anything. And he didn't say anything. And I was like, I can't listen to it. And I had to shut it off. I made it like 10 minutes, and he said nothing, and I couldn't handle it. I was like, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, well, if that was his response, then he's playing himself. I would have told him to shut
Maybe.
the fuck up.
Apparently he said a couple of pretty dumb things on stream, is apparently the LSF take, but I couldn't make it more than 10 minutes. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but every time these kinds of shit happen, everybody's response is always half retarded. Whether it's this guy or Miskiff, like everybody who comes out after these things, it's like, do you guys not hire people for this kind of shit? If you're not good at it, you don't know how to talk to the right people. And if you don't, then just shut the fuck up about it. If there is legal things, like just don't or hire somebody who can help you to figure this thing out because there's legal implications. But him just coming on saying what you just described, I was like, bro.
Yeah,
but hey, go ahead.
Yeah, just do a pre-recorded video. No one's going to judge you, okay? It's a pretty important thing. It's okay. It's okay to do a pre-recorded on this one. You don't have to do it live.
Yeah. Hey, man, New Year's, this is going to be a crazy year. But listen, I'm going to head out because I got to leave now. But yes, we'll talk.
Love you, buddy. Be careful. Bye.
What's up, peace.